Good morning, welcome to the vlog. It is currently 5:38 a.m. and I'm climbing a short hill. So you might have noticed that I recently reached 1,000 subscribers, and apparently when that happens you can post like photo updates on YouTube. So I did that. I posted a photo update. I asked people if they could ask me anything, and a bunch of people did. So I will be answering those questions today. But first, let's get up this little hill. So this seems like a good spot to do the question and answer. Nice area, no one's here. There's a lot of like cricket noise though. We're gonna try it out. A lot of this vlogging thing is experimenting. Okay, so let's get to the questions. Philip Richard asked, are you selling your old frame, bro? Probably not. You might have seen it in some of the videos. It's there on my wall, and then the issue is if I sell it, what am I gonna put on my wall? I won't have any more bike backdrop for my room. This is probably one of the most frequent questions. It's a version of this question. So what's the best gravel bike for 30k? What's an alternative gravel budget below 50k? Any recommendations for a great inexpensive gravel bike? Shout out Aldrin, Lumads, and Leo. My usual answer is look for a bike Facebook group in your area. So for example, if you like I'm part of a group in Cebu called Gravel Bike Cebu. And there are so many people who ask that question there. What's a good bike for 30k? And the nice thing is you'll get responses that are number one, accurate. Number two, available in your area. And number three, a lot of bikes that people have already tried. As opposed to just giving my recommendations, you would get a better answer if you go to the Facebook groups in your area for that specific niche that you are looking for. For example, Gravel Bike Cebu. Skyrath asked, what group set is your bike? GRX 600, which ties down to this other question by Jabba. I like the names. So first question, what are your thoughts on subcompact cranksets? I love subcompact cranksets. I think most people probably should use that kind of crankset. I have a 4630 on my bike. I never feel like I need more gears. I'll occasionally use the 46 and 11, and it's fast. It's plenty fast for me. The only time I feel like I need more gears is when I'm going downhill. And if I want to go really, really fast, which is almost never. I don't really want to go that fast because I don't want to die if I crash. I'm old. I have 2 kids, a wife. Do you think bike lanes made during the pandemic will stay post-lockdown? And how do you think cycling can be made safer in the PH? So this is, I assume he is referring to Cebu. The answer is, I hope it's gonna stay. So a lot of people are making fun of the fact that really they just painted on the road. They didn't really do anything, they just painted on it. But I like to look at it more optimistically, because now that it's in their radar, so when 2021 comes along, hopefully they add budget to bike lanes and hopefully more infrastructure on the way. In a way, that is the answer to the question of how to make it safer. If the city, if the government puts bike infrastructure, That would make it safer for a lot of cyclists. And one way to do that is making your voice heard. Tag your leaders on your Facebook posts. Tell them you want more infrastructure, you want better bike lanes. This is the first step to a safer commuting experience. Oh, I forgot the first part of Aldrin's question. He asked, what advice can you give to someone who wants to transition from using a mountain bike to a gravel bike? If you're used to riding a mountain bike and you are used to going off-road, then the gravel bike is similar in that respect, just a little bit more difficult to maneuver off-road. But on the road, you're gonna feel a big difference in speed, in hand positions. And one other thing, if you do like a mountain bike geometry, you might want to look for gravel bikes that are similar to mountain bike geometry. You're gonna have to do your own research on this one. But for example, my bike is a road bike geometry in terms of gravel bike. So it's more like a road bike than it is a mountain bike. So you can look for the opposite gravel bike. Okay, last question. My arm is getting tired from holding the GoPro up. From Carlos Miguel Kanga. Do you enjoy fiddling and working on your bike? How often do you clean, degrease, and re-grease? Asking lang bike ay dili lalim on a gravel bike. Yeah, kapoy good because you get it. Like yesterday, my whole bike was filled with mud. And it was disgusting. So, answering the question, do you enjoy fiddling and working on your bike? No, I do not enjoy fiddling and working on my bike. I would rather go to a mechanic. But I do know how to do basic repairs because if you go to the mechanic for every little thing, number one, that's time not on your bike. That's time that your bike is away from you. That's time wasted. So a lot of times for small fixes, I kind of know how to do it. But for other things, I go to the mechanic. And with regards to cleaning, basically after every ride, I hose it down with water and wipe it. But that's it. I don't really re-grease anything. Every 2 weeks or so, or every week, I will add lubricant to the chain. So in fact, later this afternoon, this bike is going to the mechanic and he's going to give it a proper cleaning. He's going to take apart the group set. It's going to Toto's bike stand and clean it and put it back together and maybe just look at all the other bearings and everything and see if everything is greased up and okay. It's due for a proper cleaning, I'll tell you that. So no, I don't do that often at all. Alright, thank you everybody. I gotta change hands. Thank you everybody for asking questions. Alright, no boring days. Subscribe.